So first of all, I'm really grateful that for some reason I was given this gift of needing to get to the bottom of everything. Because if that weren't true, I wouldn't be telling you what I'm about to tell you. So when I was 10 years old, my mother used to order me around a lot. I had a couple younger brothers. I was the eldest kid, and I heard her calling me as I was about to leave the house to go out and play. Stephanie, Stephanie! I just went on out the door. Anyway, and the sound of that way she said my name was reverberating in my ears, and I thought, gosh, is that who I am? And am I my name? And so I said it different ways, Stephanie, Stephanie. And I found a log from a tree my father had cut down on the acre we lived on and sat down on it and kept on saying my name in different ways, thinking, I've got to get to the bottom of this because I want to know what I am really. And after a while, I came back, like I had obviously gone somewhere. And the sense I had as I returned was that this place I'd been in was empty, huge, vast, full, alive space. And so I got up and I thought, oh, okay, well then none of us know our names. And I went up to my favorite pepper tree and climbed up in the branches and just went on with my life because I was a kid. And I really didn't give it another thought. And then 40 years later, I was a nurse taking care of premature babies, and we had a delivery, and I had to go to the delivery, so I grabbed my tackle box, and I was walking down this long corridor from the NICU to the labor and delivery unit. And as I'm walking down the hall, I had this familiar feeling that I usually did on the way to a delivery like this. Is everything going to go okay? Are the other team members going to show up? I hope the baby's okay, and if the baby's not, I hope the resuscitation goes really well. And there was just this fear. And I was just sick of that fear. And so in this moment of walking down this hall, carrying this box, it was that same feeling again. Got to get down to the bottom of this. I got to know what's really underneath this. I don't want it anymore. What is this fear about? And I got to the room, and there was a different feeling. And what I noticed right away is that the room was very vivid. Everything was crisp. Everything was clear. The parents were waiting for their baby, and they were excited. The doctors were kind of telling a joke, and I actually listened to the joke and laughed at it. And I forgot to worry about, oh gosh, is my equipment all ready and everything, got to get it all set up right. And then everything went fine. So I went back to the unit, and the same sort of sense everywhere I went, everything's so vivid and clear. And when I would walk into a room, I would see what needed to be done. And there wasn't a sense of a me that needed to do anything. There wasn't a sense of self-consciousness or, well, what should I do? Or instead, if I saw a baby crying because everybody else was busy, I would just go and feed the baby. Or if I saw a bunch of equipment that was left out on a table, I would put the equipment away. And it wasn't this sense of I have to do these things. It was just this like the space in the room, and the space within me was all one space. And so what needed to be done was just happen naturally. And I remember noticing that when I walked into the room the first time, there were isolates and machines, and they were empty. It was as if I could have put my hand through the isolate itself or through the machinery itself. There was this sense of, like when I was a child, that there was nothing inside of anything. And the feeling of no self-consciousness, and just that whatever needs to happen just happens through me, like it's this flow, carried on for probably a few months, and it was very interesting.